guys. How you doing? I'm just working, and wanted to see if you guys had any questions for me. I don't know. I feel like it's been a while since I've interacted with you. I have all these movies re-airing on Great American, so I keep posting about those. But this is for interacting as well. So, what are your questions? That is true. I was reading for the main part, Nev Campbell's part in Scream. Wes Craven, I worked with Wes Craven, the director, on an episode of The Twilight Zone a couple of years before that. So he called me in specifically to read for this role. The director requested me. The audition went great, but then he asked me to scream. He said, okay, I want you to just take a deep breath and scream as loudly as you can. And I just froze up. I got shy or something, and the movie's called Scream. You gotta be able to scream. And I was like, I don't know. I tanked it. I did not get the fart, but that's okay. It was meant to be hers. All good. That's a really tough question. I am fortunate to have done a lot of movies that I'm very proud of. Not Scream, but romantic comedies. These days on Great American Family Channel. And it would be impossible to pick a favorite. But I will say that I have a special place in my heart for Swing Into Romance, which is one of my movie from this past fall on Great American Family. Because it's dancing. It's a dance movie, and I love that so much. It's such a great time dancing with David Hayden-Jones, and especially dancing with Gleb Savchenko from Dancing with the Stars, who is amazing. That movie is actually re-airing March 14th, which is Pi Day. As a math lover, of course, I love that. At 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern on Great American Family Channel, so you can check it out.
Albert Einstein's birthday.
Yes, I loved that experience. The play was called Proof, written by David Auberon. I got to play Catherine, the lead character. She is the mathematician in the play. If you haven't seen it, it's a fantastic play. I loved it. We did 8 shows a week for, I think, a month and a half, and this was 21 years ago. 2003. It was the fall of 2003, so almost 21 years. A wonderful experience. I would do it again. I'm so glad you got to see it, and I'm glad you still remember it. First of all, congratulations. I see your emoji. You look like you're nervous. You're going to do great. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of lack of sleep and stress, and also like more love than you could possibly imagine. It's the best thing ever. And I will give you this advice. Speaking of advice, you're going to get a lot of advice from well-meaning family members and friends, even advice from the pediatrician and people at the hospital or teachers. And these are experts, probably. But even still, the buck stops with you for any decision that you make for your kid. And just keep that in mind. I'm excited for you, and you're about to embark on an amazing journey of love. Be present as much as you can. Try not to look at your phone too much when you're with your child. It's hard because we do everything on our phones, but just take those moments to just be present, and you'll never regret those moments. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't really have an eating plan, but I have like guidelines that I follow that just work for me. First of all, I drink a lot of water throughout the day, and I'm very careful to try not to drink water out of plastic too much, because those microplastics, there's more and more studies that show they just interfere with our body's ability to like do all the things it's supposed to do. Processed foods are like that too. So I try to stay away from processed foods. I do a lot of cooking. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen because I just want clean food. I don't want us to be ordering in. And that's even if I'm busy, I will make it a priority. So, I stay away from gluten. So we eat a lot of brown rice and potatoes, but with no dairy. So I don't do dairy either. So I stay away from gluten, stay away from dairy, stay away from sugar. Nothing artificial comes into my house. No way. Again, speaking of things that interfere. I talked too long. I was saying, speaking of things that inhibit your body's ability to do what it's supposed to do. So, no junk food, no fast food. Again, it's a lot of cooking. Even when I'm away on a movie in my hotel room, I will get an Instant Pot and a rice cooker. I travel with them, actually. I bought some that I travel with. So, and I make food so that I can eat good stuff. Otherwise, it's restaurant food all the time. And restaurant food just has so much salt and sugar in it. Even when it's like a health food restaurant, typically there's a lot of that stuff in there. So, lots of lean, like chicken, and lots of vegetables. and, like I said, brown rice. Anyway, I hope that is helpful. It takes a lot of discipline, but it's not just even about how you look, it's how you feel. I feel really good, and I'm so grateful for healthy food to be able to feel that way. Just got home from church today. It was amazing. Amazing message about personal responsibility, about how we spend our time. There's this great quote. It's the pastor said, how we use our time, like looking at the calendar, looking at our calendars, how do we use our time? It's like an MRI of our hearts. Isn't that beautiful and impactful? It's really something. I mean, we're given God-given talents and time. What do we do with that? What do we do with our resources? There's a parable in Matthew about the investors. You know, the master who gives his servants money, and some of them do things with them, and some of them don't. I had always misinterpreted that story before. Always that parable. I thought it was about capitalism, how you invest your money. It's about how we invest our time and our resources. And that's great.
Check those weekly stream reports, folks.